We welcome you to this broadcast of girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Sidney High School where the Tri-Village Patriots will take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Today's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson, Copeland Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Bringing you today's game between Tri-Village and Sidney. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me this afternoon, Jeff Henchen. Jeff, we've got a very interesting non-conference matchup that should intrigue lots of basketball fans, especially girls basketball fans in the area. Tri-Village 11-0, Sidney 8-2. A couple of very good outs. In fact, I would say upper echelon basketball squads in perhaps in Northwest and Southwest Ohio, and perhaps even at the state level.
Yes, very well said, and it's a nice little showdown here between these two schools. They won't, obviously different divisions, so they won't meet in tournament, but a good way to end the calendar year 2022. And both these teams bring a lot to the table. They like to both score the ball. Tri-Village does it extremely well, and Sidney likes to score it as well, but they also like to pressure defense and force easy opportunities. So, some heralded players on each team representative, so they're going to score off today. They played last year. Sidney was missing a couple players and kind of got handled by the Tri-Village Patriots. So they're looking forward to kind of a rematch this year. Sidney's healthy. Tri-Village is healthy, and a nice ball game, again, to end the year and kind of find out maybe where you're at midway through your season.
And Tri-Village under veteran head coach Brad Gray, 11-0, 5-0 in the Western Ohio Athletic Conference, led by Riley Sagester, a 5'7" senior, headed for Division I play next season.
Well, she can do it all. I watch her in warm-up. She doesn't miss many shots when no one's on her, so you have to give someone on her. She's a left-hander, and she's good.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
And now the introduction of our starting lineups. All brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. For the Patriots of Tri-Village, number 4, senior Riley Sagester. Riley comes in averaging 24.1 points per game. Number 11, a freshman, Sidney DeLong, averaging about 3.7 points per game. Number 14, another senior, Morgan Hunt at 5'10", averaging 11.2 points per game. Number 21, Tori Richards, averaging 11.4 points. And number 24, a junior, 5'10", Bella Black at 6.6 points per game. So it's Sagester, the Long, Hunt, Richards, and Black for the Tri-Village Patriots. Now introducing the home team, the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Number 3, a senior, Lexi Brewer. Lexi averaging 5.3 points per game. Number 34, senior, Reagan Clark. Nice inside player for the Yellow Jackets, averaging 8.4 points per game. Number 5, a sophomore, Jordan Scully, averaging 10.7 points per game. And number 23, a senior, Allie Stockton at 5'9", averaging 16.4 points per game. And number 4, a sophomore, Larkin Vordemark at 5'9", averaging just under 10 points per game. So it's Brewer, Vordemark, Scully, Stockton, and Clark. Starting lineups all brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. Now our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, first for the visiting Tri-Village Patriots.
Coach Gray wants his squad to keep out of foul trouble. Let's play with our best players on the court at most of the game. Eliminate the right-hand drives for Stockton and Vodemark, and make sure you have plenty of help available in the paint, especially when Stockton has the ball, because she passes so well. And offensively, need to be patient when running her offensive sets. Don't force it. Sidney likes to play defense and make you force into bad opportunities. There's a tough pass, though, but that's type of the defense Sidney wants you to do is on defense. They force difficult opportunities, and that's the first turnover. And we'll flip it over now to Sidney. They want to defend at a high level for 4 quarters. They want to make shots. They know they're going to have limited opportunities. They want to score when they have the ball and win the glass, no turnovers. Great points. Limit the Patriots to just 1 shot, and don't give them turnovers and easy opportunities in transition.
Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And, of course, the Yellow Jackets head coach Jamal Foster. Inside Clark, turnaround jumper, Reagan Clark.
Said in our pregame, Dave, last year when these teams met for the first time, Sidney was out a couple players. Clark was one of those players that, due to transfer rules, she wasn't able to play against the Tri-Village Patriots, and also not participating last year as the point guard for Sidney right now. Number 3, Lexi Brewer. She was hurt early in the year. So those 2 players did not participate last year. Starting off today as a Yellow Jacket in their first game against the Patriots.
Brewer has the ball inside Clark. Back out it comes to Scully. Back over to Vordemark on the baseline. Tries to put it off the glass. Good defense there, but Stockton with the rebound. Shot no good, and Tri-Village will clear the boards. Sagester handling it out front. They got Brewer on her.
Brewer is a good ball-on defender, and
inside pass. Morgan Hunt just puts it up and in, and we're tied at 2-all on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Nice pass from Bella Black, number 24. They tried that the first possession, kind of went out of bounds, but this time Black hit the nice pass and got an assist.
Vordemark shot a little bit short. Patriots on the move. Sagester is going to be a foul in the backcourt. That's going to go against Brewer.
Brewer gets picked up her first foul, team's first. Good screen and a nice job by Sagester to go off that screen, shoulder to shoulder, really force Brewer to kind of use her hands to try to keep up, and she's whistled for the hold. But boy, Brewer, she's playing tight defense on Sagester.
We do a lot of basketball games, Jeff, and you just sense a feel for athleticism on the floor here in this contest. Regardless of boys or girls basketball, there's a lot of athletes on the floor right now.
There is. I'm pretty sure that Lexi Brewer woke up today with an admission that she wants to harass Sagester and make it very difficult for her to score. She's been all over her here early on.
And number 21, Tori Richards, will go to the free throw line. And also, this is a noon basketball game on New Year's Eve day, and there's a pretty decent basketball crowd on hand here at Sidney High School.
Yes, very well represented and good for the girls program. And I see a lot of people out here as Tori Richards, a 66% free throw shooter on the season, gets the first one to drop. The Sidney foul went against Larkin Vodemark, her second.
Stockton with the rebound. Allie brings it up court, gets it over to Brewer. Brewer finds Stockton cutting into the lane. Shot partially blocked. Patriots will turn it over. Stockton for three. Shot rims in and out. Rebound. Vodemark up and in. Larkin Vodemark averaging 4.2 rebounds per game. Grabs the rebound, and it's 4-3 Sidney in the early going.
Good work on the glass for the Yellow Jackets. They convert offensive rebound into points. But just watch Brewer man-to-man. A lot of contact with her and Segister.
Segister takes it inside. What a nice move by Riley Segister.
Her first bucket of the game, her first shot of the game. Remember, she's left-handed, so that was a nice, strong move to her strong side.
And she had 40 in her last outing against Jonathan Alden.
A team they beat by 40.
Outside jumper is going to fall as Jordan Scully.
Well, for Jordan Scully, that's her 62nd made three-pointer on the season. In her career. So she now ties Caitlin Davis, the junior varsity coach for Sidney, at 9th place all-time in career three-point scoring. Connor Harris leads that Sidney record with 209 made three-pointers.
Segister from three-point land. Shot no good. A rebound comes down to Scully. Up court quickly. Vodemark's to the left, as is Stockton. It goes to Vodemark off the glass, up and in. Larkin Vodemark. Timeout. Tri-Village, our score, 4:14 to go. First quarter of basketball. Sidney 9, Tri-Village 5. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Coach Brad Gray takes the timeout for Tri-Village, and the Patriots will bring it up court.
Tri-Village down by 4. I'm guessing they haven't trailed much this season, Dave, and I don't know what the largest deficit they've been against. Probably against Russia early in the season. I think Russia had them down some, but other than that, they've been dominating their opponents and winning by big margins. They score 67 points a game, only give up 30.
There's the steal. Fast break Sidney on the breakaway. Vodemark is going to go in for the layup. I think Fairbanks is the only other game that was close. I think it was 4 points. 56-52, real early in the season.
Vodemark gets the bucket. She created the steal. She poked it away. She won't get credit for the steal, but she did to cause it. She's rewarded, and Vodemark off to 6 points here early in the first quarter.
Segister's shot off target. Scully turnaround jumper doesn't go. Rebound. Tri-Village. Segister back over to DeLong. DeLong only a freshman. Outside jumper Richards. Shot doesn't fall. Stockton clears the board. 11-5 our score. Sidney in the lead. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Vodemark back over to Scully. Clark out front. Top of the arc. Back over to Brewer. Over to the left side, and Larkin Vodemark wants to move inside. Nice move. Shot doesn't get that extra spin to fall in. And here comes Tri-Village. Hunt going inside. She's going to lose it out of bounds. Good defense by Sidney.
I think it was a shot blocked out of bounds, or more of it's a turnover. So if it was blocked, it would have stayed. We'll just give it a turnover. She really never maybe got a shot there. But you mentioned Tri-Village, Dave. Yes, they beat Fairbanks the second game of the season, 47-41, and then they defeated Russia December 6th, 56-52, a 4-point win there. Other than those two games, it's been, blowout victories for the Patriots.
Jump shot no good there by Kellis McNeil into the Sidney lineup, number 22. Up court, and Sagester will lose it.
McNeil is another on, as there's a timeout here. 30-second
timeout for Sidney, so we can talk a little bit about that one, as you were saying about McNeil.
Khalees McNeil is a very good on-ball defender as well. We mentioned Brewer, who's been just masking tape against Sagester here early in the game. And they talked earlier before the game, McNeil's been coming on. She's a good rebounder. She's a very good athlete, which gives her the ability to keep up with a very crafty Sagester and just whoever they need her on defense. They want her to score more on offense, but she's a very good defender, and McNeil in the ballgame now to help that defense for Sidney. It's right now kept Tri-Village to just 5 points.
11-5 our score, 1:58 to go. Opening quarter of basketball from Sidney High School. Thanks for joining us here on NKTelco Sports.
And now it is McNeil against Sagester as Brewer, I believe, gets it. Yep, no, there's Brewer on the court as well, but McNeil is guarding Sagester, and that's the 6th turnover Tri-Village has committed.
McNeil running the floor, gets the easy bucket.
Good start for the Yellow Jackets. Wow, they're doing it defensively. Like I said, have created 6 turnovers, and they've scored a couple times in transition. Easy offense, easy opportunities for the 8-point lead.
They'll go inside looking for Morgan Hunt.
That's number 45, a 6'3" freshman there with a pass, the entry pass. 6'3" freshman. Didn't start and averages 10 points a game, but she's in the contest now.
That's Kennedy Hager. Inside it goes Hunt. They'll work it around the arc. Richards. Stockton almost went for the steal. Brewer went for it.
Assistant coach Ron Ivey, I talked to him the day before the game, and he mentioned how well Brewer, her instincts are just something you can't coach. She does have an injury that slowed her down foot speed, but boy, her mind, he says her instincts are just something you can't coach, and she just has it.
And Tri-Village is going to throw it away, so...
One thing I've seen Brewer do, though, here defensively, she's, like I said, I think she woke up with that Velcro mentality. I'm going to stick on Sagester, and she's run through some screens. She has 1 foul already, and sometimes if you cut through those screens too hard, the foul will go against you because the defense is standing still. She's forced her way through some of them. Just kind of wait and see once if maybe they call one on her, and that would be her 2nd foul here early in the ball game.
Clark, 15-footer, shot no good. It's going to bounce back to Richards. She'll bring it up court, goes left side in for the easy, thought it was going to be an easy bucket. And a foul on the rebound. Clark grabs the rebound for Sidney.
Richards with the foul, and I believe it was Richards that, Dave, missed that left-handed driving layup. She's not left-handed, so maybe it wasn't quite as easy. She shot it with her right hand, but how many times when you miss a shot, you feel like you should have scored? There's a quick whistle. Guess what? Foul on the girl that missed the shot. I'm pretty sure that it was Richards that missed that opportunity, and she gets her first foul, team's first for the Patriots.
Outside of Scully. Knock it home. Jordan Scully.
Well, she tapped her assistant coach, JV coach, Caitlin Davis, with a tie in her first one. She now moves past her into 9th place all alone. All-time 3-pointers made at Sidney.
Jordan Scully inside to Hager. It'll come back out. Outside 3, shot no good by Richards. Scrap for the rebound. Richards will come up with it. Short running right-hander, and it's going to fall. And with 3 seconds on the clock, Tri-Village gets a much-needed basket. First quarter score, though, Sidney Yellow Jackets 16, Tri-Village 7. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Sidney with the 9-point lead. Jeff, observations on the first quarter?
Dominating performance for the Yellow Jackets. They create 7 turnovers against the Patriots. Sidney, 0 turnovers.
Vordemark.
Two-pointer.
And 2-pointer. And if you shoot like that.
Well, they were 7 of 16 were the Yellow Jackets, including 2 of 4 from three-point range. Tri-Village just 8 shots. Remember, they had 7 turnovers, made 3 of their 8. They were 0 for 4, included in that 3 of 8 from three-point range, and that quickly ends. And of all players, the least suspecting would be Kennedy Hager.
Hager, the 6'3" freshman.
That's her first attempt of the season from three-point range. First make of the season as well. So, again, they've struggled. They come in averaging over 6 made triples a game. We're empty in the first quarter, and then you go to someone that's not even attempted one, and she gets it to drop. And Sidney gets her first turnover of the game on a travel violation.
Sidney played a near perfect first quarter.
Yeah, they did. Again, 7 of 16, good percentage. They had an offensive rebound for bucket for 2 points. I think the defense is what really impressed me the most. They really took Segister out of the game. She only took 3 shots. She made 1 of them. So they really forced other people to score, but they get a nice entry pass there.
Hunt, 2 shots at it. Here comes the third.
Wow,
3 shots, and they don't fall, and Stockton will grab the rebound.
And Hunt's a good scorer. She averages 11.2 a game, comes up on all 3 of them. It was Hunt that shot those, right?
That's correct. 0 for 3.
24.
Loose ball picked up by Hunt. Hunt is going to feed Hager and the freshman.
Wow, she's come off she didn't start. She played in the first quarter, I believe. But 5 points for Hager, good assist from Hunt, and a good start for the Yellow Jackets. I mean, they've come out here and no turnovers and scored a couple possessions back-to-back.
Clark from 3, shot no good. Vordemark, the ball rolls on her as she hit the floor and goes out of bounds.
You talk about hitting the floor. I've said it from games I've done here at Sidney. Number 4, Larkin Vordemark, is on the floor a lot. Right now, that's her first time down. So we'll see how many other times she ends up on the hardwood.
Brewer's going to catch a break as Kamora Johnson will come into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, you don't miss much, though. You know, defensively, Johnson is athletic as well.
Outside shot is good, and Hunt will connect.
Well, she missed 3 in a row a couple possessions ago, Dave. Now she hits her first made triple of the game, her 4th of the season. So they've gotten 2 3-pointers out of people that don't really score much to start the second quarter.
Yellow Jackets trying to get it inside. It'll be a turnover. Here comes Sagester. Sagester with the basketball over to the left side, and Hunt. Sagester will fire it up from behind the arc. That would have tied it. Shot no good. Scully with a rebound.
That was from distance.
Scully shot partially blocked. Hager with the rebound.
But speaking of those long-range shots, I saw her in warm-up. She can shoot and make from very far beyond the 3-point line.
Timeout, Sidney. Hunt with the score. 1-point contest as Tri-Village on the run now. Our score, Sidney 18, Tri-Village 17. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Back here at Sidney, Yellow Jackets take the timeout. 1 point lead as Tri-Village, as one would anticipate, bounces back.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the hour-long bus ride here, but wow, they trailed by 9 at the end of the first quarter. They've outscored Sidney 10-2 here in the first almost 3 minutes. So they've done it in a hurry. Shows how explosive that offense that comes in, averaging 67 points a game, can be.
Johnson with the basketball. Vordemark.
I think she was looking to maybe get it to Reagan Clark. The angle, though, was lost when Hager kind of slid back.
Clark with it, moves to
nice
the other
move.
side.
Good
Oh,
block.
beautiful move, but a block by Hager. Wow, what a defensive play. That was a great offensive move, and Hager was right with it.
Yeah, it was Clark got a good move, got Hager off balance a little bit, but Hager 6'3", a long wingspan, able to kind of reach back. Even though she was beat, Clark kind of put it back into her shooting window, and that's right where the hand of Hager was to get the block shot.
Hager with the basketball, comes back out to Sagester. Top of the key, and Richards gets it over to Morgan Hunt. Inside Hager, back out. Shot for three, no good by Sidney DeLong. Brewer. Yellow Jackets setting a play up. Scully moves inside the lane, puts it off the glass. Shot doesn't go, and it's going to go off of Hager, I believe, and Sidney will inbound it.
Beautiful move by Jordan Scully, and did everything right. It just didn't go in, maybe a bit too hard, but off the glass, kind of floated past, got it around Hager, the defender, and Sidney gets another look on the ball out of bounds.
Clark, 15-footer, nothing but net.
Her fourth point of the game, opened up the game with a jumper from mid-range, and now hit that one. That's a tough shot, but a beautiful looking rhythm and form for Reagan Clark.
Sagester ball tipped away there by Brewer. Of course, Brewer's back into the lineup. And number 22, Kellis McNeil, will return as Vordemark will catch the break at 3:36 to go here in the first half. Sagester will have it out front.
Now McNeil's guarding Sagester.
Inside it goes, shot no good, and they'll get the rebound and push it back out. Set back up for Richards, over to Hunt. Inside Hager.
Oh, nice.
There's the feed to Sagester. Brewer. It's going to be a charge against Brewer.
Her second foul. I thought it was pretty good defense. I didn't catch it. I looked down too quickly, Dave, to see what Patriot took the charge, but I kind of had charge on my mind when I heard the whistle.
Sagester dumps it off to teammate Hunt, and she'll come across the timeline. Sagester going down low, trying to create some activity down there. Hager inside. There's the bucket by Tori Richards. And the lead now only 1 point for Sidney.
Give the assist to Kennedy Hager. Nice bounce pass, and Richards, her fifth point of the night, but good bounce pass, good finish.
Stockton Gets it over to Scully. Brewer. Inside it goes. Nice pass to Clark. Nice assist.
Scully gets the assist. She got a nice pass from McNeil, but Hager was there and found Clark on the backside.
Sagester with the easy bucket, and it's once again a 1-point Sidney lead.
Just her 4th point for number 4 here in the game. She comes in, as you mentioned, Dave, averaging 24, had 40 in her last outing.
Stockton goes to the floor.
Stockton yet to score. She's Sidney's leading scorer at 16 plus a game.
Back out front. Sagester.
Wow,
that's a long three. And it puts Tri-Village into the lead.
That was on the volleyball spike line.
What is that distance?
Well, I'm going to do the math. I know it's from the spike line to half court, it's 10 feet, but I'm guessing that had to be a roughly add 25-footer for sure, 26, 27. Top of the key is 19 feet.
Top of the key, you're looking at every bit of 6 feet, a 25-footer, we'll call it.
Yeah, at least. And you mentioned the defense, Sagester. Look where Stockton is playing offense. They're kind of doing 4-on-4 almost with her way out there. We'll keep a note on that next possession. I didn't notice it before that Stockton kind of was offensively out at half court.
Sagester, after Clark missed the 3, clock, we're into the final minute of play. Hager back out. Shot no good by the Long. Battle for the rebound. That's going to go against Hager.
Yeah, good box out by Clark. I kind of assumed Clark had the rebound. I looked down to mark it, and I heard the whistle, so Hager must have just been a little bit too much aggressive. I thought maybe it was a silly foul then to go after it that late and once the rebound had already been secured.
Kennedy Hager at 6'3", only a freshman. Yep. Boy, and she's just big, strong.
Yeah, she's averages 10 points a game, 7 rebounds. We've seen her, though, make some nice passes here early. So a nice future for her.
She has the basketball touch. You can see that very quickly.
Well, now Stockton's back kind of. Be careful here with the elbow. I don't know which way it's going to go.
It's going to go against Tori Richards.
Her second foul. You got to be careful when coach say rip it through. You know, when your elbow gets extended outside your frame, that can almost be a player control foul.
Vordemark into the lane, puts it up, shot doesn't go. Khalees McNeil had the rebound, and she'll go to the free throw line.
McNeil averages 8 rebounds a game. I'm looking here quickly. I think about half of them might be offensive rebounds. She's very active on the glass. Yeah, of her rebounds, 41 offensive rebounds, 38 defensive rebounds. You know, there's quite the success she's had now. She does miss her free throw here, and that's her first miss from the line this season. Only took 2 shots, which is kind of surprising. 2 for 2 coming in.
Second free throw, misses them both, and Stockton will tip it out as she almost had that rebound.
Check my stats on McNeil again, but I'm pretty sure just 2 attempts.
Yeah, I had her 2 for 2 coming into today's game. Sagester going inside. McNeil on her, and there's going to be a foul on McNeil.
Her first, team's 4th, I believe. Not very many fouls for really either team. Each team now a 4-team foul, so it's been a clean game. Richards of Tri-Village, the only player with multiple fouls. She has 2.
Black with the ball. She'll find it inside to Hunt. Morgan Hunt puts the Tri-Village Patriots up by 4 at the buzzer. Shot no good. First half is history. We've got a great basketball game here. From Sidney High School, our score, Tri-Village 26, Sidney 22. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the Internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Halftime from Sidney, girls basketball action. Quite a first half of action. Yellow Jackets jumped out to a 9-point first quarter lead, but Tri-Village keeping their eyes on win number 12 come back strong here in the second quarter. Jeff, let's take a look at our numbers, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
Well, Tri-Village did play kind of a tale of two quarters. The first quarter, they only made 3 of 8 shots from the field, did the Patriots. Second quarter, 8 of 16. But overall, with those numbers for Tri-Village, they were 8 of 14 from 2-point shooting, 3 of 10 3-point shooting, 11 of 24. So very good 45% from the field for Tri-Village in the first half field goal shooting. For Sidney, they were 8 of 20 from 2-point range, 2 of 6 3-point range. Overall, 10 of 26 for 38%. Free throw shooting, Tri-Village, there were really very few free throws shot at all, Dave. Tri-Village 1 of 2, and Sidney was 0 for 2. Turnovers, Sidney had 0 in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter. So nice job by the Yellow Jackets, just 3 turnovers. Tri-Village, 7 turnovers in the first quarter, 0 in the second quarter, total of 7. And the rebounding margin, Sidney in the first half pulled down 10 defensive rebounds and 4 offensive rebounds, so 14 rebounds for the Yellow Jackets. And Tri-Village had 13 defensive and 4 offensive, so a few more at 17, but a pretty even game. Tri-Village played a much better second quarter. They outscored Sidney 19-6, where Sidney outscored Tri-Village in the first quarter 16-7. So each team has dominated an 8-minute section. How well can they respond now here as we start the second half?
Tri-Village will have the basketball first and a 4-point lead. Out front. Tri-Village trying to get in inside to Sagerston. They'll go back out to DeLong. And DeLong's shot is short. Here comes Brewer. Brewer lead pass Vordermark. Puts it up and it rolls home.
A good start for the Yellow Jackets on a momentum play, the hoop and the harm. Vordermark had 8 points to lead the Yellow Jackets in the first half. That gives her 10. The foul goes against Tri-Village's Morgan Hunt, her first.
Vordermark steps to the line. Free throw a little bit strong. Clark had her hands on it, but Black will come away with the rebound. She'll bring it up court.
Looking for help. I don't think she felt comfortable with that, did she?
No, she did not.
Well, she got help.
Short jump shot, 15-footer, no good.
That was taken by Richards.
Back out front to Brewer.
Vordermark had 8 in the first half. She now has 10. Also, Scully with 6. Clark with 6. Cleese McNeil with 2. Allie Stockton yet to score.
That's a big factor, really, when you think about how well Tri-Village's defense. And Vordermark goes inside and it's going to tie it up. Again, she gets the roll.
This time, Tri-Village foul goes against Bella Black, number 24, her second. Vordemark came in a 62% free throw shooter on the season. Missed the last opportunity we just saw. He's going to have a chance here to even it out.
Khalees McNeil back into the lineup for Sidney. Free throw no good by Vordemark.
McNeil, though, with the offensive board.
Looking for Vordemark again. She'll toss it back in. It finds Scully. 17-footer no good. Stockton has her hands on it. Comes down to Hunt, and there's going to be a foul on the backside, or I guess the front side is Vordemark.
Vordemark, her second foul, team's first.
Vordemark with 12 points as Sagester will inbound it. Hunt will have it. Over to Black. Hunt now with it. Sagester makes the move. She'll pull it back out. Stockton almost has the steal. Hunt's going to come up with the ball as they try to feed it inside. And let's see what the call is as Richards got an off-balance shot off. It's going to go against number 5, Jordan Scully.
Scully, her first, team second.
Richards at the line. And we remain tied at 26.
Richards, 66% from the free throw line, 20 of 30.
Second free throw is good, and Tri-Village regains the lead as Kennedy Hager, the freshman, comes back in for another freshman, Sidney DeLong.
Reagan Clark back in for Khalees McNeil for Sidney.
Boy, without a question, with Hager in the lineup, at least in quarter number 2, Tri-Village has played just a little bit better. Vordemark back over to Scully. Vordemark on the outside, looking for Brewer. Short jumper, got it. Lexi Brewer, her first basket of the night.
It's her first shot of the game for Brewer, averaging 5.3 points a game. Her first shot is good.
Inside the lane goes Richards. Back over to Hager on the baseline. Looks to the corner and Black. Black will push it back out front to Richards, who give way to Hunt. Hager looks for Richards. And foul inside. It's going to be on Scully, at least judging by expressions.
Yeah, she felt like she was vertical, and it's always tough. There's a nice pass and cut as Richards was able to get it, and when she went into Scully, she picks up the whistle and now has made 2 free throws in a row. 2 for 3 from the line. 7th point of the game for Richards. I don't know if I mentioned Morgan Hunt led the first half scoring for Tri-Village with 9.
Richards has got 8. Nice balance.
And Sagester had 7. Richards did have 5 at halftime, and Hager had 5. So now Richards with 8.
Tri-Village with a 1-point lead. Stockton with the basketball. Wants to go inside. Stopped there by Richards. Here comes Scully. Shot's a little bit short. Somehow she gets the rebound and puts it up and in. Just the right reach. Just enough reach.
Good move by Scully, getting her offensive rebound and stick back.
Good defense there by Stockton as she gets a hand on the basketball as Black took it to the hoop. (30-29) our score. Sidney with a 1-point lead. Tried to get it right back to Sagester, but it's going to go out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets.
It's a nice idea. A lot of times, I believe she took it out. A lot of times when a girl throws it in, people forget about her, and she tried to sneak right back for the touch and go. But Sidney did a nice job.
Shot no good by Hunt. Yellow Jackets, Scully looking up court. Brewer going inside, and she'll score.
Boy, a nice pass. I don't remember who got it to her, but Brewer, who did not shoot in the first half, has 2 for 2 here in a quarter for 4 points.
3-point lead for Sidney. Richards back over to Sagerson. Left side, there's a lob inside to Hager. Couldn't quite grab it. They'll go out front. Black shot, no good. It's going to bounce to the corner. Black's going to get it, but she stepped on the line.
That's her first turnover since the first quarter. Again, no turnovers for Tri-Village. And that was kind of a tough one to record as a turnover, but she did grab the ball and then step out, I believe. So 8th turnover against the Patriots. Sidney only has 3, and all those were in the second quarter.
Scully will have the basketball. Vordermark in the wing. Stockton is over in the corner. Clark comes out to get the basketball. Brewer. Clock goes under 4 minutes on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Boy, Tori Richards has done a nice job defending.
Collision at the free throw line.
Okay, now they're going to call Richards going through the screen. Stockton did a beautiful job running right off the shoulder of Vordermark. Did not allow Richards any room. Richards tried to go through the screen and gets called for the foul. And for Richards, that's her 3rd. But just was noticing that. We talked about how well Segister's been defended. They've done a nice job keeping Stockton under control.
And there's the shot by Vordermark.
14 points now for Vordermark.
Lead is at 5 points. Hunt going against Clark under the basket. She'll get it back out to Richards. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Hunt. Looks for Hager. Clark, good defensive play. She'll hang on to the basketball. And the Yellow Jackets looking to convert. Stockton into the lane. Right-handed shot, no good. Ball is going to be tipped and out of bounds off of Vordermark.
Boy, when Stockton went up, there were some hands in the way. She didn't get the benefit of the whistle. And if you think but to me, Dave, they look like this. The hands did not go non-vertical. They stayed straight up. So, yeah, I don't know. No call was made. Stockton remains scoreless. She's averaging 16.4 per game.
We're at about 3 minutes, just going under 3 minutes to go. Third quarter action. Yellow Jackets have regained the lead at 5 points. Trailed by 4 at half, led by 9 after 1 quarter of play.
Have outscored Tri-Village 14-3.
Sagester got it. Riley Sagester.
Now with 10 points, that's her second made triple, and both her made 3-pointers, Dave, have been from distance. We talked off break. The top of the key is 21 feet from the basket. She hit that from the spike line in the first half for about a 27, 28-footer, and that one was a couple steps behind the 21-foot mark as well. But she now is in double figures with 10.
Vordermark. Back over to Brewer. Brewer will bring it back out. Clark is over on the left side. I think she'd like the basketball. Vordermark's in the corner. Clark rolls inside to the other side of the court. Vordermark, 15-footer. Shot. Got it. Boy, I tell you. Vordermark's got the bounce of this place.
She now has 16 points, and shooter's touch there. She has not missed a field goal here in a quarter. She's 4 for 4. Has missed a couple free throws, but boy, shooting well from the field.
Sagester from inside the arc. Shot no good. Rebound to Richards. It's going to go. They're trying to get it back into Hager, and it goes out of bounds.
Tori Richards, number 21, with the 3 fouls, has stayed in the game after the last one she got a few possessions ago. She's been defending Stockton. And for Sidney now, we'll find out who's on Sagester. Boy, Stockton almost got one running through the screen. Brewer is back on Sagester.
Sagester.
Offensive? No.
They're going to call that on Brewer.
Okay. Armbar. Her 3rd foul, so kind of both teams maybe on-ball defenders, although Sidney might have a couple of them, but Brewer with 3 and Richards for Tri-Village with 3.
Got a whistle.
And that's going to be her 4th. I missed it. So again, Brewer has been very physical with Sagester all game, and that time back-to-back personal fouls, and Khalees McNeil, though, will come in and draw that assignment against number 4, Sagester.
Brewer tried to stop Segister from going outside, and that's where the foul occurred, and Segister will have the basketball. McNeil on her. Segister running right-handed shot. It's going to get the roll, and it's 36-34.
Soft touch on a difficult shot. And she got a nice bounce, similar to what Vordemark got the time before on her ball that hit the rim and caromed it down in for a bucket.
Clark out front. Stockton goes in. Clark will take the shot. No good. McNeil is going to scramble for the rebound. It's going to be a jump.
Yep, it'll be an offensive rebound for Sidney. So another timer, McNeil, just almost like a Dennis Rodman, if you will, around the ball for rebound. And she has a knack for that and has come up with a couple offensive rebounds today.
Clark makes the move inside. Back out to Vordermark. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Morgan Hunt. Across the timeline. Takes it down low. Stockton goes for it.
Foul on
going to be a foul on Stockton.
I feel like I should clarify my comment about McNeil being Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was a great rebounder for the Detroit Pistons, and that's the analogy. You know, he was not a very big guy, but he seemed to be in the right place for offensive and defensive rebounds. He'd go games not scoring and get a lot of boards, and McNeil similar, gets a lot of rebounds.
Back out to Segister. Segister wants to go inside the lane. In trouble. McNeil will pick it up. Stockton had it. Ball is loose. And that's going to be a Sidney turnover.
Back-to-back turnovers.
Richard goes into the lane. It's going to go out of bounds and off of Tri-Village. So
under 30 seconds to play. Again, it's been a quarter with the Yellow Jackets. Apparently have, let's say, dominated the play, but remains a very close game. A good start, you know, for the Yellow Jackets, trailing by 4 at halftime. Now a 2-point lead.
Scully shot blocked by Segister. And now we can play for the tie or the lead. Tri-Village. Coach Brad Gray shouting instructions. Segister for 3 and the lead. Out of bounds it goes. Thought she had a pretty good look, but
she had a
not
great,
there.
Yeah, she did. I mean, there was a great move to kind of get the defense off of her, and this came up short. We've seen her hit shots from all over. That one was left short with 7/10 left.
Stockton will pitch it for the Sidney basket, but that's going to end quarter number 3. Sidney 36, Tri-Village 34. Got a good one here on NKTelco Sports. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
The Patriots will have the basketball to start our 4th quarter of play as we move into the final 8 minutes of regulation time.
Sidney outscored Tri-Village. McNeil picks up the foul, but a 14-8 scoring advantage for the Yellow Jackets in the 3rd quarter. Did so, those 14 points, 7 of 14 day from the field. It's a very good field goal shooting for the Yellow Jackets, as Coach Foster will get a warning, but Tri-Village just 2 of 11 from the field.
A little bit unusual. Coach Foster gets the warning as Segister will go to the line. She'll connect, and it's a 1-point game as Tri-Village trying to tie it up on this free throw.
Her first free throw. We're going to throw some people out here. Well, unfortunately, we'll have a comment made, and Segister hits her first free throw. She's a very good free throw shooter. 75% free throw shooter, 31 of 41 on the season. Her first looks today from the 15-foot line is good. She now has 13, make it what, 14 now?
14 for Sagester, and we are tied at 36 all. A little action going on, as Scully will have it. Back to basketball action. We've got a great girls game here on hand here on NKTelco Sports. Stockton.
Tori Richards continues to defend Stockton.
Clark got it.
2-pointer.
Just inside the arc, had the foot on the arc, so it's 38-36.
8 for Clark. That's her average at 8.4.
Sagester across the timeline. Goes to the right side. Clark comes out to help McNeil, but inside is Hager, and the shot will roll home. Boy, once Clark came out, that left Hager open.
Yep, nice pick and roll. Sidney kind of hedged, but give Sagester a very good pat on the back here. She averages also 5 assists a game. Not only does she score, she passes the ball well.
Clark, not this time. Rebound, Richards. Coach Gray wants the Patriots to slow it down. Tie ball game, 6:45 to play. DeLong, inside Hunt. There's Hager, 15-footer. She's got a nice outside shot.
Yeah, she does. She had 5 at halftime, back-to-back buckets here. Now give her 4 points, and she's put her team up by 2 now, along with a couple free throws from Sagester. They've outscored Sidney 6-2.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Sidney DeLong. Good hustling defense by the freshman. Stockton to McNeil. Stockton will bring it out front. Of course, you know, the critical factor of this game is the foul situation for Lexi Brewer. Clark from outside, no good. Scully will chase it down.
She has 4 fouls, you're correct. Picked those up back-to-back in the third quarter against Sagester, and she's on the bench now. McNeil's in for her, guarding Sagester.
McNeil. And
team foul number 3 for the Patriots. Mentioned that Allie Stockton still scoreless today. She scored her 1,000th point last year. She's now currently 4th all-time for the Yellow Jackets.
Clark with a short jumper, no good. McNeil has it. Now Clark trying to put it back up, no good. Hager is going to take Stockton down. And let's see who the foul is on.
Clark. Oh, no, wait.
22.
McNeil. Her 3rd foul. Things beginning to get a little intense here, a little bit more so. And, you know, when shots don't go in, things seem to liven up, don't they?
They do.
You get frustrated. You know, everybody wants to see your kids score, the team score. And it seems like when shots like that, we have some opportunities and they don't go in, then things get a little frustrating. Hager, an 82% shooter, very good shooter for the 6'3" freshman, 28 of 34 on the season. These are her first attempts today.
Hager connects.
Wow, she's had a nice fourth quarter. 5 points here in the quarter. She had 5 at half. Those 5 came in the second quarter. So when she has scored in the quarters that she has, the second and the fourth, Tri-Village has done very well.
Second free throw, too strong. Rebound, Brewer.
Brewer with 4 fouls came in here recently, or at that time, I think. So she comes in with just under 6 minutes to play in the ball game with the 4 fouls.
Stockton's going to shoot a 3. Shot no good. A rebound comes down to Black.
Ooh, got to be careful.
Almost a reach there by Stockton.
And there's Hive. Stockton ran right into Hager. It almost could have been a foul against Stockton. You just can't run through people.
And the foul that time is going to go against Tri-Village and Tori Richards.
That's her 4th foul. So she's been on Stockton, and they will keep her in. A 15 foul against Tri-Village, but Tori Richards, number 21, with 4 fouls.
Coming up on the 5-minute mark to play.
Coach Gray's going to let her ride with the 4, and she stays on Stockton.
Shot no good. Rebound. Black. Sagester across the timeline, 3-point lead for her team. Good person to have the basketball handled.
Yeah, she. I'd feel pretty comfortable. I mean, she's going to get it done most of the time, something positive. 5 counts on, nearly almost got a 5-second count.
Inside Hunt, another good one to have the ball in her hand. Stockton, good defense, and Allie brings it up court. 15-footer looking for that first basket, still looking. Rebound comes down to Richards. She'll carry the basketball, and the turnover.
Just the third turnover of the second half for Tri-Village, the first of the quarter, and that gives them now 10 turnovers. Stockton's going to get a blow here. Let her maybe shake it off a little bit. Has not been able to crack the scoring column, and got to think that's part of her mindset. She's got to know she's not scored and need to.
Scully ties it. Jordan Scully. Timeout. Timeout, Sidney, or
what happened?
They're going to call a technical, I believe. Or the bench. The bench was out too far. Going to call a technical, and I believe the Sidney bench was out too far on the court. Correct.
One of the players came out too far, and I guess you call what you see, and
Sagester will go to the line.
She's 2 for 2 on the game. Both those came here earlier in the fourth quarter, and first one is good.
Connects.
75% free throw shooter, a 44% three-point shooter. Does a lot of things good with the basketball. I mentioned the assists, and she makes both. She averages nearly 5 assists, so she can score and pass.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. Our score, Tri-Village 43, Sidney 41. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Tri-Village will have the basketball. They have a 2-point lead after the 2 free throws made by Sagester on the technical on the Sidney bench. After the made 3 that tied it up. And it was, an act of celebration on the part of the Yellow Jackets. Inside the lane, up and in goes Richards. And it's a 4-point Tri-Village lead.
Good move by Richards. They score 4 unanswered. You mentioned the 2 on a technical and then a nice driving layup. Richards now with 10 points.
Border mark back out to Clark. They give her the shot. She'll move inside, take a shorter shot. No good, and Sagester with the rebound. Fires it up to Richards. Scully on her, and she'll connect, and Tri-Village has a 6-point lead at 47-41.
Yeah, what a stop of momentum. A good answer by Brewer, though. Much needed bucket as a string of offense by the Patriots took the wind out of the sails for Sidney after they tied it. Good drive by Brewer, her 6th point.
Sagester, she'll drop back and shoot a long 3. McNeil with the rebound. 4-point game. Clock at 2:45. Here comes Brewer. Brewer, 15-footer. Got it. Lexi Brewer. 30-second timeout for Sidney. And Lexi Brewer really coming up with some big shots here. With 2:38 to go, she's got 8, playing with 4 fouls as the Yellow Jackets, after the technical and that exchange, dropped them down by 6. They bounce right back, and it's a 2-point game and a big possession now on defense for Sidney.
Yeah, there's a lot of momentum swings here. Is it, that big three-pointer to tie the game, the technical, the free throws made, a nice driving basket, a missed shot, another basket. It's just been momentum, and boy, Brewer has done a nice job. Not a big-time scorer for the Yellow Jackets this year at 5 a game, but she's come up here with 8 in the second half, and they're all critical, and they're all important, but boy, 2 back-to-back buckets when they need them, quote, the most, if you will, right now.
And that was that last shot, a 15-footer, nothing but net, and boy, you're facing a lot of pressure on that one, but Brewer comes through and delivers. And it's 47-45. I'd like to remind you that all of our timeouts this season brought to you by the folks at Precision Strip. Sagester will inbound the basketball. And up court it comes to Richards as they handle the pressure from Sidney, as Sagester will have it. Richards wants to go to her left on Scully. Back out to DeLong. DeLong to Richards. Sagester over to the right side now. DeLong with it. And got a timeout. Tri-Village as head coach Brad Gray will take the break. Didn't like what he wants to set something up, I do believe, here.
They just route a sink. I think they had some good pressure by the Yellow Jackets, had the ball in some maybe players' hands for Patriots, not used to handling the point guard position, if you will. Sagester was being hounded, so she was out of the picture. So just kind of regroup, avoid a turnover here late in the game. Each team now with 2 timeouts left. And Yellow Jackets, 9 team fouls, so that has Tri-Village in the bonus. Tri-Village with just 5 team fouls, so they have, let's say, 1 to give before the Yellow Jackets will be shooting bonus free throws.
Tri-Village will inbound it. Sagester guarded by Brewer. Brewer tips it away.
Yeah, she came up. The pass was a little late, but again, Brewer with 4 fouls almost committed the 5th one there. She was in the same line, but able to, let's say, contort her body a little bit to avoid direct contact. Knocks it out, and Tri-Village will reset.
Hunt will have the basketball. Back over to Hager.
Boy, Brewer, though, she's got to be careful. You can't run through the picks. They set a screen on the wing, and she basically ran right through the defender. So she has to be careful. I'll keep an eye on that one. As what's the thing from Hoosiers? Tell me what flavor gummies chewing.
That's right.
I think she'll be able to tell what deodorant she wore today, no doubt.
That's right.
But, hats off on the other side of the equation. Number 21, Tori Richards. She has played spot defense on Stockton. Has held her scoreless. Stockton's taken about 8 or 9 shots, has not made any yet.
This is what high school basketball is supposed to be about. There'd be a foul in the backcourt.
Good call. McNeil, that'll be her 4th. Good cut by Richards. Drew McNeil up and changed gears, went backdoor. Probably for McNeil, it's almost like a defensive pass interference. Grab her because she's going to score if she gets it. So you will give her free throws here with a 1-and-1. Actually, a 2-shot.
And the free throw is good. Yep, shooting
double
2.
bonus.
Tori Richards.
She's shot the ball very well, Dave. She came in 66% from the line. This is her 2, 4, 6. This will be her 10th attempt.
Free throw no good, but it comes down to Hunt. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be off of Stockton. Tri-Village with a 3-point lead.
Well, I thought Richards was shooting the free throws pretty well, but she was 1 for 2 in the first quarter. She's now 5 for 10 as Richards from the free throw line in the ball game.
Hunt on Stockton, and the lead goes to 5.
Hunt's first bucket of the half. She now has 11.
Brewer back over to Vordermark. Vordermark goes inside, pushes it out to Brewer. Clock at 1:30. 5-point lead for Tri-Village. Stockton. Clark, she'll shoot the 3.
2.
They'll count it as 2. Timeout. Sidney. Yellow Jackets will take the timeout. Clark's foot on the arc, so it's 50-47 is our score. And it's a 30-second timeout for the Yellow Jackets. And I'd like to remind you all, timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip this season. Also like to remind you, replays of tonight's contest will be on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 Wednesday, January the 11th at 9 p.m. and Saturday, January the 14th at 6 p.m. So 3-point difference. Yellow Jackets take the timeout. 3-point difference in this one.
Well,
just good to see good high school basketball, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We don't, they're all good games. We enjoy doing it, but boy, when there are nail biters like this, back and forth action, it really has the gym atmosphere. It's just a good environment today and a good way to finish the 2022 calendar year.
Sagester is going to get it into teammate Morgan Hunt. Up to Richards. Richards goes to the middle of the court. Back over to Hunt, and across the timeline they come. Yellow Jackets trying to get that double team. They'll get it back over to the left side, and Richards going to have to foul, I'm afraid.
Still a minute to go. Yeah, they will eventually, if this continues. We got to be careful because McNeil and Brewer each have 4 fouls. Well, they can maybe sub now, Dave, and put some players in if you don't want to have the wrong girl foul. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, Tri-Village will take the timeout. It's a full timeout, so we've got a break in the action. Our score, Tri-Village 50, Sidney 47. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Each team with 1 timeout left.
Inbounds pass almost stolen there by Brewer.
You talk about the instincts that we talked about earlier in the broadcast. Brewer, maybe a half a step slow with the injury, but boy, her mind is still, I wonder what they're talking about here. Good. There's 58 seconds I wrote down, and there's 58.1. I don't know if it was 58.9 but I think we're pretty good on the time.
Inbounds pass goes to Hunt. Brewer goes for the steal. Richards back over to Hunt. Patriots are going to play keep away. Stockton will come up and foul Riley Sagester.
Her second foul for Stockton. And the thing is, though, you're going to put a very good free throw shooter, 75% shooter on the season. She's 4 for 4 on the afternoon, all here in the fourth quarter at the line for the Patriots.
Riley Sagester headed to the University of Marshall. Connects on the free throw, Division I player.
$17 now is what I have her down for. Is that what the board? Yep,
17. Board's got 17. Make it 18. Yellow Jackets, 48.4 seconds left. Down by 5. Brewer will pick it up. Bobbles it. Over to the left side and Scully. Clock coming up on 40. Counting down. Scully into the lane against Hager. And Hager will come away with it.
Pretty good defense by Hager. Just holding her ground, staying vertical. Made for a difficult shot, but I'd say pretty good defense. Scully, her third foul.
So they'll shoot 2, and 5-point lead for Tri-Village.
Who's at the line now? 21, Richards?
Richards will go to the line again.
She's 5 of 10.
13 points in the afternoon. Make it 14 as...
Take that back. 2, 4, 6, 8. These are her...
As the officials go over to the scores table. And there's 32 seconds remaining.
6 for 9 is Richards here in the ball game. Make it 7 for 10.
Second free throw is good. That's the big free throw. 54-47. Brewer will pick it up. Into the lane she goes, puts it up. Shot doesn't go, and Hager will grab the rebound. And a foul. And Sagester will go to the line. One more time.
Tough break. Brewer, goes right to the bucket and misses her only shot she's taken today when they, would have cut it back to a 5-point game. But Tri-Village holding serve and continues to shoot the free throws very well.
Full timeout taken by Sidney as our score, Tri-Village 55, Sidney 47. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
23 seconds remain as Sidney takes her final timeout.
Sagester with 19 points. It's kind of been a quiet one now. She scored 2, 4, 6, 8 of them, all here in the fourth quarter, all from the free throw line. So, that's kind of been a quiet way of getting it, but she's scoring when she's given a chance. Good bucket by Scully.
Scully will knock it home, and she's got 14, and foul right away with 12 seconds left. Possession arrow will favor as Scully will go out. She fouls out with 12 seconds left.
14 points for Scully. She made 4 3-pointers today. She moves past JV coach Caitlin Davis in that effort on the all-time Sidney three-point scorers.
Sagester looking to wrap this one up for Tri-Village, and she'll knock home the free throw.
Wow, why do good players always have the ball at the end of the game?
It's amazing.
Yeah, and she's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for 9. Make it 10 for 10. And
I think she shot a few free throws in her day.
Yes.
58-50. Stockton for 3. Got it. 58-53. But the clock is going to win out as they foul with 2.7 seconds remaining. It's the only way to stop the clock.
And this will be just more attempts here for Sagester. These will be attempts 11 and 12 just for her alone in the fourth quarter. Remember, she had 7 at halftime points. Going into the fourth quarter, she had 12, and she continues to take advantage of her opportunities as, again, good scorers do. But a good battle today, kind of a tale of quarters. Sidney did well in first and third. Tri-Village did well in second and fourth.
Makes a free throw here. She's going to have her average, Jeff. She does. Yellow Jackets will inbound it. Brewer gets it to Stockton, fires it up from the corner. McNeil puts it up, no good, and basket does not count at the end there. Our final score, Tri-Village 60, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 53. That's our final score. Tri-Village runs their record to 12-0 on the season. And, of course, the Yellow Jackets will fall to 8-3, all 3 losses for Sidney in non-conference affairs. Tri-Village will play next week on Thursday in a league game against Dixie, and then on Saturday with National Trail. The Yellow Jackets will bounce back and go into league competition on Wednesday at Greenville as they try to stay unbeaten there. And then there's a home contest on Saturday against Fairborn. That's coming up next week for the Yellow Jackets of head coach Jamal Foster. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for today's game. Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, think first. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Our starting lineup sponsor, Emerson Copeland Technologies. Our player of the game by NKTelco. Additional sponsors of today's broadcast, Burke Petroleum, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schredeman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securcom, and St. Henry Bank, all bringing you today's basketball action from Sidney. NKTelco Sports and our sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of today's high school varsity basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Wednesday, January the 11th at 9 p.m. and Saturday, January the 14th at 6 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Yellow Jackets, as we said, record goes to 8-3 overall. They'll pick up league play on Wednesday, January the 4th at Greenville. And then on Saturday, January the 7th, they'll play Fairborn. And then January the 11th against the Piqua Indians in a home contest. And Saturday the 14th against Stebbins here at Sidney High School in a Saturday morning contest. Yellow Jackets saw their win streak snapped. 7 straight. Last loss that they had was against Purcell Marion, 68-43, and opened the season and lost 56-46 at Arusha. So Yellow Jackets will look next week to bounce back. Now it's time to recap our game here today. All brought to you by Wagner's IGA. And with the stats, here's Jeff.
Well, a lot of numbers to compile here, and pretty good numbers. I mean, obviously, it was a very competitive, offensively minded game today. And here we'll start off with the Tri-Village. For the Tri-Village Patriots, 14 of 28 two-point shooting, 4 of 16 three-point shooting, a total of 18 of 44 from the field for the Patriots at 40%. For Sidney today, they were from two-point shooting, 19 of 43. They were 5 of 16 from three-point range, a total of 24 of 67. 67 shots, 24 makes for the Yellow Jackets, 35%. Big difference in the game, free throws. Tri-Village finishes 20 of 24. Woo. 20 of 24, do the quick math here. I don't know, it's pretty good, isn't it?
That's another planet there.
Yeah, so 20 of 24. And for the Yellow Jackets, 4 attempts, 0 makes. So over 4 for Sidney, 20 of 24. Now, granted, some of those late in the game had to be fouls to stop the clock, but boy, Tri-Village took advantage of it. They were 16 of 18 from the line in the fourth quarter. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of those. 12 of 12, Riley Segister, a big part of that for them. Rebounding, Tri-Village had 34 rebounds. Sidney had 29. And a very nice stat here, turnovers. Tri-Village with just 10 turnovers. Sidney, I have them down for 4. So job well played. Difference in the game, the free throw shooting and individual scoring for Tri-Village. Riley Segister with 24 points, 15 from Tori Richards, 11 from Morgan Hunt, 10 from Kennedy Hager. 4 players score, that's their total of 60. For the Yellow Jackets, 16 points from Larkin Vordemark, 14 from Jordan Scully, 10 from Reagan Clark, 8 from Lexi Brewer, 3 from Allie Stockton, 2 from Cleese McNeil, their total of 53.
And our stats all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Now on to our big decision here, player of the game. Lots of standouts for the Yellow Jackets, and drum roll. And
well, it's a tough one here. We talked before the game was over a little bit, and you had your vote, and I kind of had her in my top 2. It's going to be, we'll have to explain it a little bit, but I will agree with number 3, Lexi Brewer, a senior tonight for Sidney. She had the assignment to start off the game to guarding Segister. Now, Segister finished with 24 points. I want to add to that. She only had 7 at halftime and only 12 going in, and the fouls, if you will, at the end of the game were must-foul situations, and she made free throws. But I thought Brewer did her best to contain Segister early on, made her miss some shots, but I think also Brewer came up big in the second half, hitting some big buckets when Stockton wasn't being able to score. Brewer came up with 4 in the third, 4 in the fourth to kind of help that scoring for the Yellow Jackets when it was struggling. And thought she played a physical, hard game. She ends the game also with 4 fouls, or I think she ended up fouling out maybe, but did what she could to try to help her team win today. Congratulations to Lexi Brewer, our NKTelco player of the game.
And that's going to do it for us from Sidney High School, an exciting girls basketball game to end the 2022 calendar year as Tri-Village pulls out a 60-53 victory over Sidney. You have been watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.